All right, everybody. I hope you're doing good out there in YouTube land. I thought today would be a great opportunity to do a little yard garden tour, kind of show you what I have going on around here. For future videos, we'll go in details on each specific thing, and as we add new things to the garden and we do different utilize different tips and tricks that I use around here, we'll make videos on those. But I thought, hey, let's do a quick garden tour and show you exactly what we have going on here. So let's take a gander. We'll start here. I have potatoes growing along our fence row. It's about 16 foot of potatoes. There's a later planting planted right here. They have not come up yet. I just put them in the ground about a week ago. Here I have dug up. I call this our fence, our perimeter fence garden. I do not have anything planted here yet. We just have it broken. I've broken ground, got the soil prepared. This will be a future site for some additional snow peas, as well as several of our winter squashes that we'll go into details later on as we get planted into varieties. Here I have some broccoli, which is starting to head up there, as you can see right there. We just planted these outside a couple weeks ago. They were started inside. Let's see what they're, oh, we got a little guy there, got a little bug. We don't spray unless we absolutely have to, but as you can see, we got some bugs on there we got rid of. More broccoli. One of these up here is bolting on us. So that one right there, we're gonna have to take him to the compost pile on another day. More brassicas, cabbage. We don't have anything planted right here yet. And we have a hill of yellow zucchini, another hill of yellow zucchini. We just started these seeds 3 days ago. A green zucchini, also planted those seeds 3 days ago. We'll go over the varieties of those in a future video. Step outside real quick. This row right here, we just have it broken up a bit. We're going to be planting sunflowers and zinnias. Where the stick is at, we already have sunflowers planted there. We planted them 4 days ago. They have not popped up yet. We've had some rain, some cooler temps. They should be coming up soon. We have some more potatoes there. A row of potatoes right there. Second row of potatoes. We've got them planted kind of thick. The spots that you're not seeing anything, there are some down there trying to pop through. As you can see, there's a baby potato right there. I'm gonna come through and fill in those gaps. We had some unseasonably cold temperatures a few weeks ago, and it bit some of them back, and they just didn't recover on a couple of those. So here is our blackberries. I have 2 rows. Each row is about 30 foot long. So I've got 60 rows of blackberries. That's one of my pride and joy when it comes to the garden. You'll learn a little bit more about this in the future videos, but I actually started a hobby blackberry farm about 7 or 8 years ago. We had 15 acres out in the country. We raised beef. We dug a pond. We had chickens. We had goats. Don't mind my trash cans over there. We had chickens. We had goats. We had rabbits. Good sized garden. And I planted an entire acre of blackberries. Basically, it was 14 150 foot rows, and I had 7 different varieties of blackberries, so I know quite a bit about growing blackberries. We sold at the farmers market, so I'll be doing future videos on blackberries, care, reproducing the plants, managing the plants throughout the season, and all that. Let's get back to the garden tour. We have some more perimeter fence growing. We have some cabbage. Planted these outside about 3 weeks ago. Once again, we had unseasonably cool weather, kind of stunted them. If they don't pull out of it, if they don't head, it's not a big deal. I just had the seed. I had the grow lights already on. I thought I might as well get them going. But this spot here is going to be our future watermelon patch. I've grown watermelons in this area in the past, and they did really well. So we're going to be doing that. This next section of tilled ground you're going to see popping up, that's green beans. We have Kentucky Wonder, I believe it was, planted fairly thick. Have a little bit of weeds coming in just along the fence there. Nothing too bad, but take care of those later. So we've got Kentucky Wonder beans, about 20 foot there. That should produce quite a few green beans for us. Here in the garden, we have our sweet onions. The first, basically from here over, those are grown from onion sets, and as you can see, the greens are quite a bit bigger than these here that were grown from seed. Now I grew the slips out from the seed in the basement under grow lights and then transplanted them out here. Basically, I want to see, I want to do my own experiment, side-by-side trial, and to see if you get a good-sized onion from sets. I've read conflicting things online that you get a lot of greens, but the onion itself does not get very big, and that they bolt. So I'm just doing my own side-by-side comparison. We'll see how that goes. This is a little bare spot. We had radishes, those have been pulled. And then we have our greens starting here. We have Swiss chard. We have some green leaf lettuce. We have some spinach with some red Russian kale. We have some lacinato. This is lacinato Dinosaur Kale right here. We don't spray with anything, so knock that little bug off. There's a little bug on there, but yeah, good stuff. More red Russian. I was trying to I want to try something different. We usually plant our greens pretty dense, but I went with here what the spacing was on the packet, and as you see, the packet spacing just leaves way too much space in between plants. It's wasted space. That was spinach, Bloomsdale. Here's some Swiss chard. Just pull a little leaf off there, inspect it, make sure there's no critters on there. Like I said, we don't really spray anything. If we do, we make sure it's OMRI certified. And we haven't even sprayed any OMRI certified stuff this year. Nice, crisp, sweet, awesome. Now we have a little bare spot. We'll be doing a third planting of leaf lettuce here in the near future. We like to plant our leaf lettuce in stages. We do cut and come again. And as you can see, this right here, it's about halfway up my finger. So maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, or 2 inches tall. And then here, this is as tall as my hand. This section right here, we just cut and harvested this for last night's dinner. So we probably have, there's a good 7 to 8 meals worth of lettuce just right here in this section. And then we'll switch to this, and then by that time this will be coming in again. Works out pretty good. I like the cut and come again style. Now we'll move on down the bed. I've already done some videos on the garlic. Let's just give you a quick overview. There's the garlic. Pepper plant's doing good. Tomato plant's doing awesome. Here in the next 4 or 5 days, I'm going to be filling this bed up with tomatoes and pepper plants. We have another 11 tomato plants to plant and 35 pepper plants to get out. We'll be doing that soon. This section here of prepared soil, I just planted some cucumber seeds a couple days ago. It was a burpless variety that I got off Haas Tools. I'll be going over that in a separate video, just showing all the seed packets that we're growing this year. And then we're getting into this is my garden for my daughter. She loves snow peas, or my younger daughter, I should say. I have 2 daughters, but snow peas, did multiple plantings of these. This is the younger planting. You'll see they're smaller plants. Grow them in stages. They're looking good. Some beets that had come up left over from last year. This one's going to seed. I'll just pull that. But these sweet peas here, they are, they've been in the ground about 3.5 weeks. Up to this point, I just planted some more right here. They haven't emerged yet. And here's some of the older sweet peas. They should start flowering, I would say, in another, if you go by the time on the seed packet, they should start producing in another 2.5 weeks. So we'll see if they stay on time for what the seed packet says. Oh, got a little leaf-footed bug. Bye-bye to him, he flew away. We don't spray these either. This isn't disease, that's just variegation. Noticed that on all our sweet peas that we've ever grown, so that's normal. But yeah, I love growing these up the fence. Just makes really good use of the space, honestly. So that concludes our backyard garden tour for today. It's May 3rd. Probably try to do this tour maybe once a month unless things really start cranking up and there's a lot of changes that I need to document. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, like and comment on this video. And if you enjoyed this garden tour, it was relaxing, or if you were able to glean anything from it, maybe you can put to use in your own garden, I would greatly appreciate you telling me that in your comments. Have a nice night. Thank you.